Bricks and Minifigs is your one-stop shop for all things LEGO. Hit the link below to find a store near you. Hey everyone, Joshua Hinlin here, and we are back at Bricks Cascade in Portland, Oregon, and today we're taking a look at the massive Jurassic Park collaborative layout here at Bricks Cascade. We've covered versions of this in the past, but it continues to improve and get bigger and better every year. There's some amazing new stuff here. I've got one of the members of the group who worked on this. If you want to introduce yourself, and then we'll start making our way around.
Yes, welcome to Jurassic Park. My name's Davey. I'm one of the Jeep drivers. I'll take you on a tour. So welcome. We've got a new and improved park here at Isla Chorizo, and I'm very happy to announce we've got a new member of the team. We've got a volcanologist. We've got Mark. We're very excited to have Mark here. He's teaching us all a lot about volcanoes, some things we didn't know about. We didn't know when we built the park so close to the volcano it would be a problem, but it turned out it actually is going to be a problem.
I wish somebody had thought of that, but we'll hear Mark tell us more about what we have going on over here. So what can you tell us about this newer section of the park?
Yeah, hey, I'm Mark Corbel. Nice to meet you all. Everything's totally safe, by the way. That's why they brought me on as an expert. But yes, basically the new Volcano has a lot of different features in it, like the lights, the smoke. It's not smoking today for some reason. I'm not sure. We're going to work on that and make sure that it's doing what it needs to for the tourism activities, right?
You gotta get the people through the door.
Right, totally. Name of it is Mount Little Smoky, right, to go with the theme of everything. But yeah, a lot of LED light strips inside, and then the rock. I don't know if I came up with a new design or not, but it basically is this horizontal vertical building that just comes out. Here, I'll give you a little preview. So there's a lot of this. Just in order to get that sloping and tapering, right? To make it look really good as far as lava flow and so forth. So, yeah. But we've got a monorail that goes through the middle of it. You'll see it as you go around, and maybe some other surprises later next year. You guys are here, so
going through the middle of a volcano with a monorail seems like a very safe option.
It's totally safe. Yeah, everything is totally safe, totally good for the tourists. There won't be any issues whatsoever.
So this is an incredible amount of rock work, and then, of course, kind of working the lava into it. So what was that process like in terms of making sure the lava flow looked as natural as possible and kind of incorporated nicely into all of the gray rock?
Yeah, it was really challenging. A lot of engineering went into it. All the lava is removable, right? So setting up at the show to lay down the LEDs, you can put it underneath. Okay. It all slides right off. Here, I can show you. So everything, huge chunks of lava. So the idea was to make it as bright as possible, right? And make sure that that's showing really well. Transparent base plates at the top, right? Which are unusual for LEGO, but that gives the nice glow in the bowl of the volcano.
Yeah. The lights are nice and bright, so it really catches your attention. How many sections does this kind of travel in as you set this up at a show?
It's 7 sections. There's 3 16-foot LED strips in there. They're all Bluetooth enabled, so we can mess with it as people are looking at it, and kids get really excited when they come around and see the different colors and make it kind of freak out and stuff. So.
And you also have some sound effects going during the public hours with this too, right?
Totally, yeah. We can totally kind of peak the rumble. They were hearing it outside the hall all the way down at the end, and Art, they were like, hey, it's a little loud, you guys, so.
That's fantastic. What else is in this kind of general area around the volcano here?
Yeah, so we had the gyro coaster, gyrosphere that was running last year. The dinosaurs just took care of that, and so some of that stuff we have a geothermal plant here. There's a bunker over there. Some logging activities happening. Obviously, a lot of dinosaur activity through here. You wouldn't want any tourists getting inside there.
The sheer numbers of dinosaurs on this layout every year just blows you away. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's incredible. That's our one contributor, our dino specialist. I'm not sure where he is this morning, but hopefully he's safe.
Here we go. Well, fantastic work. Thank you. We'll keep going around the park then here. So if we come to our next builder, if you want to introduce yourself and then tell us about what your section is.
All right, I'm Daryl Clifford. I did a couple things around here. I did the hotel over there, the bird cage, the gondola, and the monorail. The monorail obviously is based off, I'm not going to try and say his name and insult him, but I think we recognize it. I adjusted the length of the cars and the design of it a little bit just for aesthetics, which presented a few problems. It doesn't like the turns as much, but anything that moves has its own problems. It seems to be running pretty good. Pretty happy with it. The gondola, we had a design here last year. This one runs a little bit better. We did have a little failure with some parts this morning, but
What happened with some of those parts?
well, it ran good for 20 hours and then it melted together, I guess. So
Lego isn't supposed to do that, I don't think.
no, I don't think so. I'm gonna keep that. So that's pretty cool.
No, that's pretty amazing. What the pieces can do when you let it run long enough.
Yeah, I actually thought the motor had burned out, but then when I went to swap the motor, found this, and so this is cheaper. I'm actually happy with this. This is much better for me. But it seems to be running good, and the monorail is running good, and it runs through the Volcano, which was awesome because that was over one Discord chat was how big is your monorail, and the first test was here, so that was a perfect fit.
There's a lot of this being set up kind of together for the first time here at the show, so it's mostly just kind of talking online and then hoping it all works out.
I believe it's about 100% of it is being test fit here for the first time. So it's actually pretty nice that it all comes together smoothly.
What can you tell us about this section out here?
Let's see. Some of this has actually been here before. I think the biggest thing is that we're just adding more, and we're adding more elevation to things, and it's just looking better every year. And I mean, you guys have done these videos before, and if people recognize it, they'll recognize that it's just getting bigger and better every year.
More detail, things like lights out here that always add so much level of detail, kind of more plants and things.
Yeah, there's more moving parts, more lights. The train tracks are getting bigger. It's fun. We're just making it bigger and better every year. More vehicles, more dinosaurs. Of course, you have to have the dinosaurs. We added the pooper scooper this year because, you're going to need a lot of that. We added the bird cage this year. This one's mine. As always, I had bigger plans, but time and money limit things. But I think it turned out pretty good.
Is this every variety of like flying dinosaur that Lego has made?
I think.
It's a lot.
Yeah, I would say yes, but somebody in your comments is going to know that I'm wrong. So I'll say it's pretty close.
I love how you've got it just kind of hanging. Is that just kind of string and wire holding that up then?
Yeah, it's just thread and whatever piece that is. I had ideas to kind of hide it more, but then it's like, yeah, why not? That piece is perfect. You just tie it in and boom. And then didn't even think about it until we were hanging them, but however you set the wings will make them dive or fly flat or angle. It worked out great. Yeah. So it's pretty nice.
Nice waterfall and kind of water placement in there as well.
Uh-huh. And we ran the track through there just to add a little more dimension, and I think it worked out pretty good. It's coming along.
So you've got like a number of different train runs going throughout the whole park here in addition to the monorail.
Oh yeah. We've got a lot going on this year.
Well, fantastic work. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks.
And as we head this direction down the park, there's lots more to see. So if you want to introduce yourself and tell us what is in this section.
Thank you very much. My name is Dave Morgan. Yeah, we got so much going on this year. We have a lot of the same stuff, but we have a lot of new stuff. This is a mountain that our member Andrew did. It's fantastic. It has a place for a train to go through it. It's a little bit narrow, but we did build a train earlier. I think we ended up moving it over there. But you're right. We have a train there, train here, train there. We have the monorail. We have another train over there. So a lot of trains.
This section just feels very peaceful here. They're just kind of gently, drinking the water, just enjoying their life, chilling here.
Exactly. Actually, and one of the things I like about we're moving to mills. I won't go deeply into that, but what you can do with mills is you can build below grade. So doing things like the water is a lot of fun to do. And we're going to try to move to all mills next year, which should be a lot of fun. But moving on here, we have a lab. I don't remember who built this one, but some dinosaurs have broken in. That's never very good. But we got somebody camping out in the front. That's always good. Oh, we have one of Kai's hatches. He built a few hatches. Those are kind of cool. I don't know where it goes, but it looks cool.
That's where you hop into when the dinosaurs are running at you.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. We have one of my bunkers. And we have Davy's helicopter. This is really fun. It's neat. He's done a really good job at that. And a neat bunker, platform.
You got flashing lights. You got the moving helicopter blades. I love it.
Yeah, exactly. It works really well. Back there, we have the Jurassic cargo main office building that Ferg built. Behind that, I think, is the veterinary hospital that we had from last year. You got to keep the dinos healthy somehow. Here, we have a fantastic crane that Ferg built. This thing is so cool. It's a little bit delicate. So watch out as you're walking past it, John. But he just did a knockout job at this. I'm not going to move it back and forth because it's not my mock, but it's so smooth. I mean, I'm hardly pressing it at all, and it just moves, and it looks great. He did a fantastic job with this. So you can actually.
He's giving directions from inside the park there.
Oh, you can. Okay, yeah. So this is very, very nice. Yeah, I'm being very careful, but it's very nice. We have a lot of vehicles around here. That one is apparently resupplying for foliage because maybe the dinosaurs ate it all. I don't know. What do we have here? Oh, now we're into the trailer park. I haven't had a chance to look at that too much yet, but the trailer park is always good. Looks like we have a lot of new trailers here. Ferg, did you do a lot of the trailers?
Hey guys, I'm Fergus. I built Owen's little bungalow there from the first Jurassic World movie. Yeah, and a couple of these little tent trailers.
And then that one.
Oh yeah, and then we've got the Indominus eating the hot dog, as well as our Jurassic airstrip for flying in guests and cargo to the island.
I love that, yeah. So it kind of, all of the different facilities that the park needs, basically, you're kind of adding to it here.
Yeah, I call myself the not only the park security, but also Jurassic Cargo head office.
What are these buildings back here?
Okay, so we've got the huge Ranger outpost done by Dave behind me here, and then we've also got the Hammond Hotel done by Daryl for guests to stay in and enjoy their stay here on the island for as long as they wish.
It's cool to see some of the bigger buildings being added, especially in the kind of in the middle of the the layout here, and it really gives you something to look at.
No, for sure. That was definitely kind of our goal for this year, is to add a little bit of height variety throughout the build, because we recognized last year that it was a little bit flat for our liking. So this year we got elevated a little bit.
Fantastic, thank you.
One of the things I like about the hotel is it has a pool on the outside, and there's somebody swimming, but there's also a dino taking a drink. I don't know if I'd want to be that person or not. And yeah. So what else here? Are you?
So then we'll keep going around here.
This year we had a whole bunch of people build fence modules, and we ended up using them all over the place, and that works really well. So we got a bunch of dinos chilling here. The unfortunate part is there's part of the fence that's missing, and it's right next to Kiddie World, the Jurassic Kiddie Park. So that's been totally rebuilt from the ground up by Patrick, and that's always been a crowd favorite. I haven't had a chance to look at it yet, but there's always we got a bunch of Disney figures there. We got Mickey and Minnie. We got some kind of a Mexican guy. We got Scooby-Doo sitting down there.
I love the dino ride going with the movement. That's fantastic. Oh, wow. A little smaller version of the Volcano as well.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. You're right. I hadn't actually seen that. That's great. And then I think we're going to pass you off to JJ here for a look at Main Street.
Perfect. Thank you. What's going on, JJ?
Not much. Main Street as usual. So we've added everything. I don't know how much Dave or Ferg or everybody else. So we've lifted everything up to Mills standard as best we can. Main Street buildings are slowly making their way up. Street's gotten a lot bigger, and we've got a lot more foliage, a lot more signs. Your bookstore is new to this year. I've got my building based off of Jurassic World and Jurassic World Evolution, the gift shop from the movies.
We can make our way down then and kind of look at some of these buildings as we go down. I love the ice cream comet thing here.
Yeah. So yeah, it's Scoop's Creamery by Fergus. But we have our adorable Derpy the Dino, because everybody loves the face. Snuck out and he's having a little ice cream. So Brano Bites, we're having a little bit going on here. You got a little Margaritaville and a mariachi band going on. We try to recreate parts of Jurassic World as well. So you've got the pterodactyl swooping through, randomly grabbing guests and taking them on a flying experience through here. Main park area that we've got as well. Everybody loves Dino Bob. Bob has all the dinosaurs here, so it makes it really easily. So he's riding his favorite dinosaur. Main Street, more of that stuff. And we've got my building as well right here. And noticing you are out more on the pickleball courts. They're a little more tan, so myself and us, we have you guys in a little different official Jurassic Park gear.
Whoa, I love it. Fantastic.
We literally knocked it out like 2 minutes ago. So we figured, someone's wearing a little more sunscreen than you are, so not as tan as you.
You get the realistic skin tones.
Yeah, so we figured we'd segue that little one in there for you guys. And we have had 0 days since we've had an accident, because I don't know if you guys got to see the footage of the gondola and the gears that destroyed from yesterday.
We did hear about that. So there's an accident at least once a day.
Yeah, looks like one of the raptors knocked over one of our trees.
What can you tell us a little bit more about the building and the style of building here? Because I love what you've done with this.
So this is actually out of, if you look in where they're attacking Main Street, it's on screen for like 5 seconds. So there's a lot of behind the scenes Universal building it for the movie. So there's so I use a lot of that reference. The video game Jurassic World Evolution, a lot of fly around, so it's pretty scale accurate. I got my Cricut out, took some screen grabs, and actually cut the vinyl graphics to go along with it. It's on a 2x3 Mills base. It weighs about 45 pounds. The eventual thing is to actually do a full interior as well. So all the panels do pop out. So I've got, my hidey hole for all my stuff. So I'll have, if you look from the back when we swing around here, so security will be here. There's an employee lounge. The power area is over there, guest restrooms, and then like a shop up front. And of course we're in Oregon, so I added solar panels. But then to offset that, we had to have like the microwave 5G antenna, somebody to protest about as well. So I've got it all. There's about 40 LEDs in here that I've got hidden in there. There's the USB and the power cell and all that stuff in the back. But what's funny is Mark Kirkshank from Lego Master Season 1 is an HVAC guy. Yeah. So he came over to check out my HVAC stuff. He's like, that's so cool. So to be someone that's actually in the industry acknowledge it, I thought it was really funny as well.
I also want to mention before we move on any further that Dutch Brothers has recently moved into the park here.
Yes. So actually it is Clutch Brothers. Okay. So we're playing on the words of, Clutch and Dutch. Well, funny story is that's James's building, and they know about it. And they're like, hey, can we have you build something for us to put in one of our offices? So he got to do a commission build with them, which was a really cool thing as well. But the other thing, too, a little funny thing is little Ian Malcolm's Mills finds a way. So we slowly started going everything. My build ends right here, and then we kind of start going into more of Jurassic Park land and all that as well. I don't know, am I handing off to Naomi, and she'll take over the next area of guest experiences, and I'm going to go help some tourists avoid some pterodactyls.
There we go. Thank you very much. Yes, we've got our next part of the park here. If you want to introduce yourself and tell us what we have going on.
Yes, hi, I'm Naomi. I'm one of the builders here, and this is the guest services part, and my responsibility is the veterinary services. And one of the things I wanted to point out is we have this brand new breed of the hedgehog dinosaur that we just introduced to the park. Now, we also have on this side lots of chaos because apparently the hedgehogs aren't really too happy with some of the other dinosaurs. So there's been a little bit of chaos, and now these guys are starting to break through. Now, I do want to point out we have one working restroom in the entire park, which is over there. And rumor has it there's a lawyer somewhere that's been missing. And we've been very excited about the park and the veterinary services. We have a healthy group of dinosaurs here, and we're really happy with how things have been. And I think we're going to go ahead and pass this over to Kai, who's going to continue with this area here.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Kai. I'm head of maintenance here at the park. So over here we have the rest of we have some more of the paddocks going on. We have some of our vehicles going about doing their business. Dinosaurs also doing their business.
This one here is very heavily armored. I like the look of this one.
We try to keep our employees very safe. Yes.
Try is the operative word there.
Yes. Over here we have our Jurassic Tours station. We have our bridges over our waterways we have here. We have our monorail station over there in the back. I'm also going to talk to you guys about some other stuff going on in the park. This year we have expanded. Our footprint has gotten a little bit bigger. We did some more planning of our city right here. Next year, we have some plans. We're going to be breaking ground on some new projects, expanding to new horizons. We're definitely going places.
I love that. So a couple of the builders have mentioned the Mills plates. So what can you tell us about that as kind of, someone who's heavily involved in the design of the park here, how that impacts the park and how that changes the layout?
So this year we were transitioning to Mills, and Mills is a base plate, a brick, and a plate, which then gives us the ability to do dips in it and give us more ability to connect plates together and whatnot. And so with that, it has presented its own unique challenges of having builds that were previously built not on Mills, moving them to Mills, but it has very much given us way more ways of doing way cooler stuff, for sure.
You can add that depth and kind of, you see out here in front of this building, you see how it's, inlaid there kind of into the ground, and then you can build the stairs up.
Yeah, you're able to go down below ground level, which is the plates, and it gives a bunch of new opportunities. Next year, we are planning on going all mills or mostly mills, which will improve a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, it's great. Yeah.
The whole layout is absolutely fantastic here. So how many builders in total were involved? Do you know this year?
We have between 16 to 18 people involved in it this year. It grew by a couple of tables on the inside, which is crazy. Yeah.
Very, very cool. So where else can people see this collaborative layout? Are there other shows where some of the builders will be involved, or is it really just Bricks Cascade every year? How does that work?
As of right now, this is a Bricks Cascade exclusive event. We have been talking about going other places, but we're mainly going to be showing it here.
I love it. So for everyone watching the video, make sure you come out to Bricks Cascade in 2024 then, so you can see not only this incredible layout, but all of the other incredible builds on display here. It's always an amazing show, and I love to see what you guys continue to do and all the work that you pour into this layout. It's amazing to see the details and just how much fun everyone has. I think that really comes through in a lot of the park. It's so much fun to play with dinosaurs and volcanoes.
Yeah, a very important part of this collaborative is that none of us take this at all serious. It is the most unserious collab ever, and that's very important to how it works.
And it is, of course, a collaborative layout. So talk a little bit more about how that works throughout the year, kind of the planning and discussion, so that when you get it all here, there's a reasonable hope that it'll all fit together.
Yeah. So we started a Discord server for us, so we can continually throughout the year work on stuff, get stuff together. We have certain standards for things like roads, cars, train ballasting, mills. Main Street has its own thing. We started using blue brick for our layout. So here's what we came to the show looking with. You can see there's a bunch of empty base plates where we plan on putting plants and dinosaurs, so that it's not just all building. And so with this, we're able to figure out most of where stuff goes. Obviously, things change when we get here because, it looks very different from a picture than in person. And so that's a big thing. But yeah, it's very easy for us, at least, because we all have the same ideas, right? Like, we'll be saying, that's what we need to do. And everybody's like, definitely, right? So it's great, quite fun. Yeah.
I love it. Well, keep up the great work. Thank you so much to you and everyone else involved here. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you very much. Have a good day.